welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Blair, and tonight we're going to do pumpkin carving. I am one of those that likes to do a stencil, and I used to buy the book kits all the time, but I still have a ton of the kits left, like the books themselves, and I've done most of the stencils out of them that I like, but I also have plenty of tools, so I don't really need any more. So what I've done the last couple years is just go on Pinterest, and I'll search pumpkin stencils free, and I have been able to find one. So I'll just kind of show you over here how I search it, and then the one that I found, and then I print it out and I use that. So once I've gotten it printed out, obviously you gotta buy a pumpkin. So I'm gonna kind of go through the steps of cleaning, or at least how I wipe down the pumpkin, and I don't know if I might gut it now, and then I'm gonna actually add into this video a fun dinner meal that I'm gonna try. I've never made this, so we're gonna see. There's a pizza joint back home that makes like ham and cheese, kind of like a breadstick. So I bought some stuff to kind of make that myself. So we're gonna see how that goes. But I thought I'd insert that with this video, just make it a little bit longer, because the pumpkin carving itself isn't a great long video. But let's get started on cleaning out the pumpkin and getting that prepped, so that way after I'm done eating, I can actually just do the carving. The dinner portion of this video, what I bought was this Pizza Buddy pizza dough that's like fresh dough from Walmart, some Canadian bacon instead of actual ham, and then I'm going to use the Parmesan and Romano cheese grated stuff, and then I bought this Land O'Lakes garlic and herb butter spread for the melting on top, so it'll add flavor, and then some mozzarella cheese. Please know while you're watching this, I am totally winging this dinner. I have never made this. I don't really have a recipe I'm following. I'm just gonna try it and see what happens. And I've already gotten out my rolling pin and some all-purpose flour for dusting the counter. It did say on this packaging to let the dough try to come to room temperature before you took it out. So I'm trying to hold off as long as I can, but I'm ready to make dinner. So we're gonna see how that goes. And then as for this butter stuff, I'm probably gonna take some out and put it in a container so I can melt it, and then I'll brush it on top before we put it in the oven. we're gonna bake these for about 10 minutes, it said, and then I'm gonna get my salad together. So here's dinner. I did cook these for almost close to 20 minutes because I thought they were supposed to get golden brown and they really didn't, but they definitely feel like they're cooked. And then I have my little side salad and I made my own ranch with the Hidden Valley seasoning. I just prefer ranch over marinara. So I'm gonna go eat this and then I will check in with you when I'm done because we're gonna start actually carving the pumpkin. The pizza rolls came out exactly like I was hoping they would taste. It did remind me a lot of the restaurant back home. The only difference was they weren't like soaked in like butter. Like the ones I get up there are like pretty much wet to the touch. So that was kind of nice. It almost felt like a healthier version of it, but they were really good. And you could make them and put anything you wanted. I think most of the ones I found online were pepperoni. I'm not a fan of pepperoni though. So either way, I'm really happy with it. It was very good. I will say the dough is a little tricky. Make sure you really got a powdered surface of flour. Anyway. So we're gonna go back to pumpkin carving here. So I already went ahead and kind of cut down my stencil so I can tape it to my pumpkin here with this tape. I'm gonna put the stencil on it here and then I've already set up in the living room. And so in my tradition, every time I carve pumpkins is to watch the Hotel Transylvania movies. I know they're kid movies, but I really do enjoy it and I love where there's adult humor in it. I've already watched the first two today because I didn't have power, so what better way to start? So I'm on the third one. It's running right now in the living room, but I'm gonna get the stencil on and then we'll go into the living room to actually carve. There you have it. I carved a pumpkin. I made a yummy dinner. I hope you enjoyed. Normally when I do pumpkins, I try to carve them more intricate, but because I ended up with such a small pumpkin, I had to keep it simple so I didn't like break the pumpkin. But this was fun and it was quick, so I got to do it. I enjoyed it, but it didn't take me all night like it normally does. As always, I hope you enjoyed and I hope everybody has a blessed day.